Millions of school children are frustrated on a daily basis as they struggle to acquire skills that most of us take for granted. If your child is struggling with reading or writing and you fear dyslexia might be the cause, the Children's Dyslexia Center is here to help.
Sally Shaywitz says it's best. It is a weakness in a sea of strength. Kids are behind their grade. They come to school and they are prepared and eager to learn. They get there and they hit a wall, and they can't do what the other kids do. And it's not because of intelligence, it's a different brain organization. One of our former students said, you know, the world is a wonderful place when you can read.
Dyslexia is a learning disability that impairs a person's fluency or comprehension accuracy in being able to read, despite having at least average intelligence.
If they're chosen to read something out of a book, they can't do it. And unless they have had somebody read it to them and memorize it, and that's just kind of going around the system and not attempting to deal with it.
I think it's tough to know that you understand and have the reading comprehension, but not the actual mechanical skills to do the reading. And you know, so much in school, especially third grade and later, is about reading to learn.
They try very hard and they can't do what their friends and their peers can do. And so here they're given a chance to actually, one-on-one, learn a way that really helps them, learn a different approach, and they're successful. So the kids that come here are usually pretty happy that all of a sudden the doors are unlocked and they can figure out how easy it can be.
The Children's Dyslexia Centers help children diagnosed with dyslexia utilize skills to overcome their challenges in reading and writing. There are 2 centers in Maine, one in Portland and one in Bangor. The organization is overseen and funded by the Freemasons.
Before I started coming, I was really falling behind, and everything. I felt horrible about myself and my self-esteem was really low. And then after I started coming, like just a couple months after, I was really able to keep up, and that felt really great.
In some ways it's been life-changing. So 3 years ago when May started here, you know, she had been showing some signs that she really had trouble reading at her grade level, but she had always had an interest in books being read to her, listening to stories, and really sort of complex stories, but really frustrated she couldn't read at that level. And within a year or 2 of using the Orton-Gillingham approach here and being tutored by Mary, you know, very quickly she was improving quickly and is reading at or above grade level now.
We work on spelling, reading, writing. You know, we always start, we use the cards and we go through all the sounds and letters that I know. And like different vowel teams. Then we usually go through different sight words. You don't feel like you're working, sometimes you feel like you're having fun.
15 to 20% of people are dyslexic. That's nearly 1 in every 5 people. This poses a great need to have qualified tutors available to help meet the need. The Children's Dyslexia Centers offers a training program for adults to learn how to become a tutor for dyslexic children. Both the training and the tutoring are offered free of charge.
The more trainees we have, the more children that we can have actively in the program, because you can't shortcut what the child needs. It requires that one-on-one time, and if you don't have the tutors, it's hard to, you really can't make up the time.
Everybody that comes here is like family. We've been open for 10 years, and we get to know the kids, we get to know their families, and that's what we're all about. The tutors here have a lot of patience and persistence, and a lot of heart, and that's what it's about.
With over 200 graduates from their program, the Children's Dyslexia Center of Portland has a 98% success ratio.
I just love it. I love to see kids be successful, and it's rewarding work. So to see a child come from a point where they haven't been able to read before and to actually read, it's wonderful. It's a great job.
And what would you say to somebody who hadn't heard of this place before to describe it to them?
I would tell them that it's a great place because it's teaching all sorts of kids to thrive in new ways and helping people with their self-esteem levels, because it's hard to have your high self-esteem when you're kind of falling behind in school, and that anyone that hasn't heard of it should look into it and just learn about it, because it's a very cool program.
Want to know more about the Children's Dyslexia Centers? Log on to their website. It's childrensdyslexiacenters.org, or there's a link on myfoxmaine.com.